talking about scripting. So I made 5 slides. This is one of them. With scripting and the calculation engine, you can accomplish just about everything. Anything in FileMaker, right? Workflow automation. What does that mean? Any better?
Taking a repetitive manual task and getting the machine to do it.
Okay. And repetitive meaning that something you do or somebody else?
Yeah, something that's done over and over that doesn't necessarily involve a lot of brain power, just repetitive.
Oh, I see. So only stupid tasks.
No.
So let's change this to be scripting shall set you free. Okay. I like that one better anyway.
Yeah.
But why do I have user interaction up there?
Well, because you encode the script into a button or anything on the interface, and the user doesn't even know what's happening, but it does the work for them.
But sometimes they need user input.
Oh, sorry, did you say that?
They need user input at some points during the scripting.
Yeah, so you just talked about 2 different script steps.
Yeah.
That there's one script step, custom dialog, that allows you to query to present the dialog to the user. Hey, what do you want to do now? Here are some options, or type one in, and all those other logic flows. So there's so much that you can do. This is more the Darth Vader approach, right? Control. Here's things that I want to make sure you can or can't do. We can do those under script control as well. You start putting these together, and you realize that all of you are software developers. You're designing the user experience. You're responsible for what's going on with that program. That's software development. Every time you do a button, every button should point to perform script, even if it's a 1 script step script, because you never know when you might want to change those. This one's so basic. It's like, I need to tell myself up front, what does this script do? So at the front of every script, I say, what's the purpose? What's the dependencies? When did I write this? When did I change it? Those types of things, just because I don't have as good a memory as I used to. And I use this more than I thought I would. That's why we have this one right here, a script starter template, because it has everything built in. You just change it. The difference between the optimistic and pessimistic security model. So in the old days, everybody was happy, everybody was nice, right? In FileMaker 6,
The 60s.
you had a security model that assumed you could access everything. Life was good. And at 7, maybe pessimistic is the wrong word, but realistic. So when you created a new user, they couldn't do anything. You had to specifically grant them every single privilege. 7 was a unified security model that across the board, if they can't get to this data in your security, in your account settings, they can't get to it anywhere. If they come in by the web, ODBC, IWP, it's locked down. So that was a great change. Personally, once you just settle on the method of passing multiple parameters, you start doing it all the time. And it works out pretty cool. Liberal use of space. Lots of lines, just like you probably do in calculation engines. Put as many lines in as you need to make it flexible or informative to yourself. Do things like little sections in here so you know when things start and stop.
We have multi-developers, so it's very important that every developer, every time they change a script, they comment it at the top, the date and the time, and we do comments in the text of the script.
Beautiful.
But that is like essential when you're working in a multi-developer environment.
Okay, so let's have a shared moment here. Has anybody had this experience? You go to a solution you did, and you did this really cool thing with the script, and you go back, and you can't figure out how it works. It works, but you can't. Yeah. Whenever you look at modularizing your scripts, think of Einstein and who are the other. I have like 3 quotes of people that talk about simplicity. Make it as simple as possible, but no simpler. So I have a dialog that pops up that just says, here's the parameter that we're passing to the script. Right now it's 1, it's just size, So if I take this and I bump this to 24 and I click this, it's passing size to the script. If I do continue, we go, oh, size changed here. And this is just a text field. So what was the script step probably that made this happen?
The text formatting function.
Text formatting function. I passed it the parameter size, so the script said, size. Hey, I know there's a field on the left that has size information right here. So I'm going to take what's in that field and apply it to that text. Right? Change this to bold. See, it's changing down there. And green. So 24, green, bold. If we hit this, it's got the returns in there because the custom dialog actually interprets those as return characters. That's what I'm sending the script. That looks an awful lot like a list, and I can parse out a list, right, by the, what's the, Bruce, what was the function you used?
Get value.
Get value. When something's not operating the way you think it should be, usually what do you try to do? You try to slow it down so you can see what's going on, right?
You go through step by step. Debugger.
Right. So we bring the debugger up. How would you find the fact there was a data error in the first place?
Index. Search by index.
Would
It showed
you?
up twice.
Ah, cool. So if I do come in here, here's my index. Look at that. Yeah. So I got something up here. So a space is a character. Okay, and the single dollar sign is while that script that defined it is running. What if I have a script and I run to a subscript?
No.
No, because it's in that script, only in that context.
Yeah,
That's good. Perfect.
that's it.
Yep.